That's absolutely correct. We can do so much more when we come together. There's been so many times at work I've had to speak up for my coworkers, right? And tell someone like, hey, you do not do that. And that coworker sometimes can't say anything because they just got here. So they really don't understand like the nuances and what to say or what not to say about. I will tell you to your face. Yes. You don't do that. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So my next question is, what does culturally responsive mental health support look like in practice? I mean, I think you kind of touched on that.
I think the way I'd look at it is it begins with curiosity, right? Rather than maybe preconceived notions and beliefs and judgments. One of the things I remind myself when I say to clients all the time is that the mind is a confirmation bias seeking machine, right? It looks to prove the things it already knows. And if you're interacting with people without that open-mindedness and you don't have that curiosity, you're going to be interacting with the idea of a person more so than the person that's actually in front of you. So being a bit open, being a bit curious, and being willing to shift and change the beliefs that you have. I've had so many moments where a client will challenge me on this or challenge me on that. And I see that as a reflection of how good the relationship is, right? That they're willing to say, I don't think you're understanding me well, or actually this, that, rather than being defensive and saying, no, this is what you should be doing, or this is what you're doing wrong. I'm willing to step back and see what it is that they're bringing forth so we can adapt a little bit. And I think that makes the environment that much safer. So beginning with curiosity is what I'd say.
Yes. And also, a client-led narrative, right? A lot of times, instead of us projecting our narratives on the client because we think they are professionals, allowing the client to lead the sessions and to name their narratives and to express their narratives, right? And also working from a holistic point of view. I love working from a holistic point of view. I was sharing once that I work with water a lot in my session space, right? As a way to calm my clients, because water in itself in my culture is very powerful. It's life. It's a symbol, right? And people putting their feet on the ground. And so when clients come into my session room, I'm like, be who you want to be. Take off your shoes. If you want to, just lay down. We can sit on the floor. And that is what, working from a holistic point of view is. And being patient with the clients. Because a lot of clients step into the space mistrusting, right? And because of that, you have to be patient with them getting there and walking at their pace, not walking, before their pace. And so that is what that can also look like.